Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with us. You're tuned in on the Encourage Services Show. I am your host, Encouragement Javi. This morning, we're doing a title called Information for Single Mothers. I was supposed to do this show some time ago, finish it, and I happened to forget. So, as I was going through a pile of information for some other single mothers that needed some help with a couple of websites and braces and things like that for their children, I gathered some information together that I have used at one time or another, or maybe know someone else that have used. So I'm just going to pass that information on to you because, as a single parent, especially as a single mother, and you're trying to play the role of two parents, and when you're taking your kid places or trying to make sure they have everything they need, it can be very, very stressful. So I also have found some vitamins that can help reduce stress. And if you like to, you can use the information however you want. First of all, I'm going to give you a chance to get some pencil and paper. I wanted to say thank you so much for following us on the eCourage Services Show and for emailing us your inputs. And when you call and leave a message, although we might not get back with you to 7 to 10 days later, if you leave an email address, we do get your messages, and as you know, we do respond back. And if for some reason you're calling our voicemail is full, that is because that means we've had a number of people calling, and it is very hard for me to check all of the messages at one time. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our service for those who are new listening on the air with us so that you will know how we work. Encouragement services is a different type of encouragement service where we emphasize on encouraging those who have been through a lot of childhood trauma or teenage trauma, and some even adult trauma, whether it been through domestic violence or parent violence or child violence, whatever it be, to forgive and to try to learn to let go of some things in order to learn to love themselves and move forward with their lives. So we have several different levels of encouragement, up from 1 through 6, that we work on, whether it's a 3-month service plan or 6 months, 12 months, up to 18 or 24 months. And this month, say for example from January through the end of March, we're working on creating a mission statement and forgiveness. And we'll give you steps about how to go about forgiving. Whereas April through June, we're also working on the same thing, but we're working on creating a vision for oneself and how to break certain cycles of your mental mind set, or maybe what goes on in the heart. So we'll be working on pride, arrogance, gossip, envy, and jealousy April through June. But this month, from January through the end of March, we worked on bitterness, anger, frustration, confusion, things like that. Because what happens is a lot of times when we have gone through so much trauma, especially single parents, and they're trying to raise their children and prevent patterns of sexual abuse or physical abuse from reoccurring, we can have a lot of pressure put on us, especially if you're pretty much doing everything on your own, where you don't have emotional or mental support for maybe whether it's blood family or just family in general, because a lot of times people who have come from emotional, physical, and sexual abuse tend to not have a lot of blood family support, and so they have a higher reduced rate of stress because it was not formed. Life was not formed for us to have to do everything on our own. Whereas whereas there might not be any aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, fathers. Excuse me. So we're left with doing everything on our own, and sometimes we have to know how to cope. But we would serve anybody, those sometimes who have experienced deaths, those who are single parents going through divorce, those who just have some type of traumatic crisis going on with them, and we work through intake forms. So now, if you're interested, our number is 1-866-524-4828, extension 2836. The number again is 1-866-524-4828, extension 2836. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the show. Hopefully you have your pencil and paper handy. I was going to give you the name of some great websites of that have really nice wholesale items that you can purchase that are legitimate and legal. And you can even check it out through the Better Business Bureau in your town, maybe if you want to call or get online and do an internet search for these places. So some of the sites is, and I use this one quite often, it is called 10, the number 1 and 0, dollar, DOLLAR MALL.com, $10mall.com. The reason I spell it out is because I know that some people have dyslexia, and sometimes they might say an E instead of an O. So I do apologize if I have to stop and spell. It's not that I don't think anyone can spell, but I understand that there are some people who do cope with dyslexia and other learning disabilities, and they might need help spelling out the actual name so that when they go online they won't have to keep doing Google searches by spelling different names into the search engines until maybe they get it right the 4th or 5th time. And at the $10mall.com they have a lot of nice beautiful purses, and again, all of this is wholesale, it's legal and it's legitimate, and you can call your Better Business Bureau to check this out, or do a search on the Better Business Bureau where you live at. And at the $10 mall, I have bought my children lots of clothes, but the thing is, what they might have on there one month might not be on there the next month. And they have some really nice jeans to where maybe it was jeans $60 that you would probably walk into the store and get, whereas it's kind of like a Eddie Bauer wholesale place where you can get it for $9.99, and sometimes they have a sale $7.99. And if you go through the purse aisle at the $10 mall, they have purses there where it can be anywhere from $30 to $200, but you're getting it there anywhere from $7.99 or $7 or $9.99, and it's really, really nice stuff. I've ordered several of them. Also, they have a women's plus size for those of us who are a little with needing plus clothes that are really spectacular. It's fabulous clothes that's really beautiful, that's normally $30 or $70 at JCPenney, where you can buy it there from $3 to $6. They also have watches for women and men, or boys and girls. They have the impressions of other perfumes that would normally cost a lot of money, but that's really have a nice aroma smell. So you may just want to check it out, but I really love that site, and it is the $10mall.com. It's out of California. Their shipping is usually anywhere from 7 to 14 business days. I usually purchase the shipping that's FedEx. Sometimes they have FedEx Smart Post, FedEx, UPS, and USPS regular mailing. I'm thinking that they're getting a lot of service now, more than when I started using the website about 3 or 4 years ago because I've noticed that about the shipping speed and things like that. But also, if you go to 1515 $dollar store store.com, $15 store.com. They have some pretty amazing clothing there. They have shoes there online, impressions or different perfume, girls, women's and men clothes. That's very, very nice. I've also ordered from them, and what I like about them is their coat wear for men, for young teenage men. I've bought some $15 each that have been real furry and leather. That's normally $150 to $200 that I've checked the name of the company and price for online. It does not mean you have to just have name brand stuff. The reason I bought it is simply because it's a cheap place to buy items, the $10mall.com or the $15 store.com, where I don't have to spend a bunch of money on name brand items. It's just that they just happen to be name brand. I also shop at thrift stores in my town sometimes from time to time because they're a great place to look as well. However, I like to sit online and browse. As well, there is another store called 6pm.com, www.6pm.com. It's the number 6pm.com, and I've purchased a number of shoes there. They have shoes, especially during the summertime, sandals from $5 to $10 that are usually $80 or $90 shoes, and it's just a wholesale store. They also still have clothing there for women, men, girls, boys, coats there. It's a really nice place to buy shoes, and if they still have it, once you purchase the shoes, they ship them to you free. If they still have that service, the past 2 years that I've been ordering from them, they've had that service, but I haven't been back on there in about maybe 3 months. I usually go on there during the summertime. Also, another really good store is called Totsy.com, TOTSY.com. And Totsy.com is a place where you have to put your an email address and use a password, and once you log in, they have items on sale of plates, things like to that nature, clothing, and it's like an auction because you have so many hours to buy something. Sometimes they have radios, cell phones. It's a really, really, really nice place to purchase items. Another place I found was cheapcom, cheapcheapcom, and it's a really great place. I think I purchased something from there once, but it's a really nice place. Sometimes I found a pair of shoes for about $30 that was Reeboks for my son, where they were normally $90, and I found them for $30 online there. Now, if you're looking for something for your children as far as braces, because they can be very, very expensive, I found this really nice place online where it's called kidshealth.org, kidshealth.org. And on the kidshealth.org, they have information from Kids Health all the way down to quizzes, and you can put in search here. So if you want to put in braces, it should pop up, and it will tell you about their Smile Changes Lives program, where you click the button and their website will show up, to all kinds of various things that they have regarding kids' health that maybe you didn't know about, that's based on your income that you could get in your area. So again, that is kidshealth.org. And if you're a one who shop online and you're looking for a really great place to buy some meats at, or deli such as deli sandwiches and cheeses and things like that, if you go to netgrocer.com, 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 they're out of New York, but they ship to Alabama, to Georgia, Connecticut area, but for some reason they don't ship to the Ohio, and I believe it's like 4 more areas that they don't ship, that's somewhere surrounded around Ohio. But they have some really nice food items for you as well. I know how it is with meditation, because if you're a single mother and you're trying to put meditation or exercise in like I do, it can calm us down so much. So what I did was I had to buy me a lot of meditation videos. I have some from yoga, I have some from Qijan, some Pilates. If you go to Amazon.com, they have meditation for beginners, and I like the lady Maritza, Maritza, because she's more into stretching and getting the body to calm down and breathe in and out more. Amazon also has some meditation where you can cool down with videos concerning water, where you just listen to water, and these videos can be anywhere from free to $12, the ones that I stick with. Of course they have some more, but I'm on a budget and I have to stick with certain prices. Also on Amazon, they have some really good vitamins. If you're into vitamins and trying to keep your stress level down, or trying to balance your stress level, if you just on Amazon, if you type in Nature's Way, you'll come up with some really great vitamins, because the name of the company is Nature's Way, and on there you can get vitamins for $3 to $5 that are all natural. One that I have purchased in particular, when I type in Nature's Way on Amazon, you can type in Nature's Way with even a Google search, but I found the cheapest vitamins were the Nature's Way on Amazon. But the name of these vitamins that I take are called Siberian Eleuthero, and that is Siberian Eleuthero, Eleuthero root, and this is for your mental health and your emotional health. You also want to read the label before you buy anything, because everybody cannot take the same vitamins, and I take 3 of these a day. It also tells me once I take it 6 to 8 weeks, I may want to wait about 2 weeks before I take some more. And it says if you have high blood pressure, you might want to consult your physician before you take these. So as you're looking through Nature's Way, you might just want to read what it's saying there. I purchased these vitamins for $3.90, and it came with 100, and it's 425 milligrams. And I found for me, you have to find out what works for you. I found for me that having vitamins that are natural planet has helped me cope better with stress and with levels of some balances and things like that I need. Of course, I have to, when I need to take other medicine, if I get sick or something, or have sinus infections or things like that, I take the medicine that's prescribed to me. But I try to get a certain amount of plant-based herbal vitamins in. Also, PAUD, PAUD, and an apostrophe, ARCO, ARCO, inner bark, and it's still by nature's way. This is very good for you. It helps with a lot of mold build up in the body. I found for myself that because what I would do when I was younger, I'd eat a lot of junk. I don't eat like a lot of candies and things like that. Every now and then I do, but not a whole lot. But I was into a lots of potato chips, a lot of salty foods, and sometimes, just like we get cavities from all of that salt and decay, it can cause decay and mold in the body. So I started finding out as I got older that I need to change my lifestyle, and that maybe I need to give my body a little cleansing. And so I started taking that. But you have to find out what works for you, and call and speak with your physician and make sure that it is okay for you, because I certainly don't know what is okay for you, but you do, and you know your body, and you know to contact your physician. Also, another thing I found online is yeast fighters, and it's by Twin Lab, because I was one who get yeast infections sometimes a lot because I'm very sensitive, and that helps me a whole lot. When I'm finding that maybe I have to take this for a year or 2 years straight, and I find if I don't take it I might catch some type of yeast infection or something. It's just really great to prevent a lot of yeast buildup. Also, there's another great website that's called mappy.com, and on Mappy it's www.mapi.com. It's an Indian herbal site, and I love Indian herbal stuff and Chinese herbal stuff. I just think they are some of the best. But as you go on there, one of the things I do is they have health solutions from allergen resistance to MA herbs. I like the fact that they have everything of natural herbs, and that is out of India, and it's all organic, because sometimes that it helps your body fight off different things, especially the plants. But I go under mental stress and emotional balance, because sometimes as we get older and we have so much responsibility, when we were younger, maybe we stressed ourselves a lot, and as we get older, our body goes through changes. So what I found is that when I click on emotional balance, I buy the stress-free mind or the blissful joy, and it is really, really good. It is something that's really good for you. You have to look to see what's in it, but I like the whole herbs in it. Sometimes I take the worry-free tea and the detoxification, where I need something to detox my body. If you think it's a good website for you and you want to look at it, it is called mappy.com, www.mappy.com. Another thing I want to tell you is they have online at Amazon Quijon. I may be saying it wrong. It's Qigong. I believe it's Quijon. And it's great meditation, kind of like yoga, where it's about stretching your body for like with the nervous system. It helps. I also do some Tai Chi, but they also have Tai Chi in there in Amazon. And the reason I picked Amazon, because I found that they're some of the best ones for a cheaper price to buy for DVDs or maybe videos. Another one is Tantra Tony, Tantric Toning, TantricToning, and that's just a balance of exercise where it's Tai Chi and Pilates, and it's really good with your emotions. And she has a color meditation at the end I like that. And it's just some information that I wanted to share with you that perhaps maybe you didn't know about, or maybe you knew about some of them. And I thought maybe you would find something like this beneficial for you. And also, I want to tell you that those who looking for some type of laundry soap that's organic, or who have like sensitive skin like I do, or perhaps whose children have sensitive skin, if you go to, I found this on Amazon as well, but you may be able to find it somewhere cheaper. It's called Eco Nuts, ECONUTS, and it's organic laundry soap, and it's fragrance free. It have 100 loads in it. It comes with a little bag, and I have to put 4 of these little brown nuts in a bag in the washer with the clothes, and as the clothes is going around in the washer, it washes, and you can take the nuts out when they're done, keep it in the bag, and you can use it for like 4 or 5 more washes. And it's a really great way to save, but it has over 100 in here. I bought this for about $8.50, and it's really, really good. And I've noticed that my children haven't really broken out and any huge allergies in a really, really long time. So also, I want to share with you, if you go to Amazon.com, Amazon, they have a great subscribe and save program where they have toilet paper. It could be anywhere from like Scott tissues, where it's on sale for $24 with 1,000 rolls in it, 1,000 sheets, with a 24 pack that's anywhere from $12 to $16. Then you may find some cottontail with 40 pack for $20. Or maybe if you're into something like Down soap with the red bacteria soap that helps fight bacteria, they have 2 pack of the 8 pack for $7, and it ships with the subscribe and save, usually free. So you might want to go on there and look under subscribe and save soap, subscribe and save toilet paper, but I just have found out ways to save. And I also go on Puritan.com. It's either Puritan.com or PuritanPride.com. I'm not real sure, but when I've gone on there, I've bought a couple of soaps. Say if I need vitamin E soap or tea tree oil soap, I bought 3 pack and get 2 free for about $15 before, and it's really good for those who have like really, really sensitive skin. I was just letting you know in case that's something you were interested in wanting to do some research on. So I hope that I have benefited you in some type of way this morning. Thank you for following us. This is the E-Courage Services Show. I am your host, Encouragement Javi. Our toll number, if you want free encouragement services or information about us, is 1-866-524-4828, extension 2836. Again, the number is 1-866-524-4828, extension 2836. Also, our main number is 419-956-4172. You can also email us at services@encouragementinthetrauma.org. That is services at encouragementinthetrauma.org, or you can visit our website at encouragementinthetrauma.org. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/JaviC, JAV as in Victor, another V as in Victor, IC. As well, you can follow us on Twitter at eCourageServe. Please let us know how we're doing. Thank you for your messages and let us know how we're benefiting you. And on the show of Spreaker, on the eCourage Services show, you can look us up at Spreaker.com/user/encouragement. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. May you have a great day. Love yourself today. And remember, encourage someone today and love on them.